All right, y'all. It's halftime. Uh Bulls playing good so far this half, right? We're getting a lot of good ball movement from the Bulls. I think the Bulls have like 15 assists and only 3 turnovers so far in this game. Bulls playing really good. It's a little bit closer than I was expecting, but you know what? Going into the half with a 6 point lead, I'll take it. The Bulls need to have a good third quarter. We got 4 out of our 5 starters in double digits. De'Aaron Fox is giving Io some work. So I know I said I expected a big game from Io. Doesn't look like we're going to get there. Bulls 16 assists on 27 made baskets, 7 for 16 from the 3-point range. Javonte Green with 12 points, 10 of those points coming in the first 8 minutes. DeMar DeRozan with 15, Vooch with 13 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and Kobe White with 14 points, 5 assists from Kobe White, and 1 steal. This Bulls team is playing really, really good. Keeping the turnovers down low, only 3 turnovers for the Bulls, whereas the Kings have 6 turnovers. Those things are playing key parts into this game and why the Bulls have the lead that they do so far in this game. De'Aaron Fox is going the hell off, though. De'Aaron Fox with 19 points in the first half, Harrison Barnes with 13, and Sabonis with 10. But the key thing is that De'Aaron Fox is 8 for 11, 2 for 4 from 3-point range. If they can slow down De'Aaron Fox, they run away with this game. But with that being said, the way that the Bulls are playing, I feel really confident in this game so far. Every Bulls player has a positive plus minus, except Javonte Green, surprisingly, who has a plus minus of -1. Every other Bulls player, including the bench, has a positive plus minus. This Bulls team is playing pretty well. Matt Thomas, again, listen, if it wasn't for the 3-pointers, he'd be, the free throws, he'd be no points, but he's 0 for 3 from field goal overall, and 0 for 2 for 3-point range. Derrick Jones Jr. looking pretty good, moving well. He's only taken a hit 1 3. He's 1 for 3 so far overnight from the field. The Bulls have a lot of ways that they can improve, but I'm happy with how they're playing so far. The ball movement has been key for sure. Let's go ahead and get into the comments and see what we got. Matt Man says, all right, what's up, bro? How you doing? I'm doing good, brother. How are you? Hopefully you're enjoying this game. Pappy Chulo says, let's go. Ball movement was pretty good. Kobe having a good half, stepping up for Zach. Yes, Kobe's assist. Like, one thing that Kobe is doing is he's making passes now, whereas he would have tried to force. Now, of course, that goes with having better teammates around you overall and an improved team. But Kobe's really improved overall as a player. Fox is cooking. Yeah, Fox is killing us right now. That Fox air ball, yes. Listen, I want to point this out because I always shit on Tony Bradley. That time where DeMar was getting double teamed and Tony Bradley put the ball on the floor in one dribble, got the ball to the rim, and actually did not lose the ball. Impressive from Tony. Now, he didn't make the shot. He was fouled, but impressive from Tony Bradley, and smart moving in the way that he moved, knowing that DeMar was going to get double teamed. So Evan Mandrell said Matt Thomas and Troy Brown suck, though. I mean, they are who we thought they were. Pretty Rick in the building. What's going on, Rick Fernandez? Make the hell with NBA League Pass. I pay to watch all the Bulls games, but I can't watch tonight games after streaming in other ways. I live 5. Oh, yeah, it sucks that they do that thing where you're blacked out if you live in the market. And the way that I look at that is, that made sense back in the day when everything was through cable. People don't use cable. The whole reason that some people subscribe to NBA TV is because they don't do traditional cable. So then to say that you can't watch it on NBA, like, they really need to look at that with League Pass. And I'm sure there's probably like deals with like TV stations on why they have to do it, but that just seems like really antiquated. JQ Chicago says Kobe doing his thing on his birthday. Yep, he's cooking. Jay Simeon, Bradley needs to move. DeRozan had to yell at him to go. Yeah, but hey, he did it. He didn't lose the ball. Usually Butterfingers McGee would have lost that ball. I love how much more confident has become after Acme decided, Kobe's, I think sometimes as fans, we look for things to solidify certain things. Kobe's been playing confidently. Like, every time his shots falling, he's been playing confidently. This whole thing of him, like, his passes and stuff, go back to that 9-game winning stretch. Kobe's been playing like this even before the not being traded thing. He had a bad streak there, but I don't necessarily think this is just because he wasn't traded. Debo scared me at the end. Omar, Kobe 3-point shooting as of late has been impressive. Yeah, his 3-point percentages lately have just been crazy. Woo, we looking solid tonight offensively. Defense needs to contain Fox for sure, for sure. D'Lo says he misses our point of attack defense. Yes, you got to think with having either one of Caruso or Lonzo out there completely changes this game because it changes the way that De'Aaron Fox is playing. Hey, Haize, I'm still amazed by what a high scoring team we are now this season. It seems like we're always on pace to score 120, 130 points every night. Yes, that's why the defense and the Bulls playing with activity on defense, even while they can't play the brand of defense they're playing early in the season with players out, is important because when this team plays solid defense, the offense always takes care of itself. There's not that many teams that can score with us. It's the defensive aspect. That's why us starting off the season with like being number 5th in the league defensively was so wild, because if we can get back to that while maintaining this type of offense, listen, big man be damned. That team's going to be hard to beat. That Vooch layup dunk was lucky as fuck. Can't lie. Listen, but one thing that we're seeing with Vooch is that he is going up harder. Like he had another dunk where a breakaway dunk, but yeah, that one where he hit the back of the rim and it went up and still went in. Definitely luck on that one. We're finally cutting well as a team, making it much easier to pass out of double teams. Javonte and Caruso are the best cutters we have, but it's great to see the rest of the team following suit. Kobe's becoming that as well in a different degree, right? But yeah, it definitely moving without the ball with when teams try to double DeRozan, or once we get to the zone, back to play teams playing the zone against us, is definitely going to be key for this season. I love the effort our team's playing. No one is just standing around. That's what's going to keep making things dangerous. JC23 says, why is Matt Thomas on this team? Because they have nobody else right now. Keep in mind, he's not going to be playing much at all once everybody's back healthy. Hate the blackouts. I get blacked out when they play the Pacers. It sucks. Yeah, me too. Keep in mind, I live in Columbus, Ohio. When they play Cleveland, I get blacked out. And it's like, listen, that is a whole nother city 2.5 hours away, right? I hate when that happens. But luckily, so what like, never mind. I'm not going to say the illegal shit, but don't worry. Don't worry. Get VPNs, people. That's all I'm going to say. Get VPN protectors, people. You can change what you need to change. I'm just saying. I'm just going to say that. Thoughts on Kobe haircut and beard cut? For me, it's a mess. Listen, they called it a fade, and I'm like, I hate it when announcers try to talk about haircuts and you don't know the culture. See what else we got. Cap Live says, that's what I got to go through every time we play the Wizards. The Wizards commentary team is bums. Listen, of course I'm a homer with it, but I hate having to listen to anybody else's commentary. Kings have been having a lot of friendly bounces. We've gotten a few there too. DBD says, I love the offense and defense is not bad either. Just a lot of tough shots going in for the Kings. Yeah, we'll see how the second half goes. First of all, I'm not going to read the first part of this because you're not going to get a sound clip of me saying that. But Kobe does have a nice shot. It is. It's nice. Haize, what do you think about the Bulls recalling Marco? I heard he was playing pretty well in the G League now, grabbing double digits every night. I've talked about this very heavily, D-Dub. I actually have a video on it. So just because we're limited with the halftime hangouts, I'm not going to go over it again. So go and watch that previous video. I don't say that to be rude, just because of the condensed time. I kind of just explained it. The blackouts happen because I'm sure it's because of deals, right? So if you live in a city where the game is being televised on regular TV, I'm sure the deal with the NBA to carry things on League Pass, it's just part of the contracts that they had to do. I couldn't even watch the Bulls versus Spurs game because of the blackout, and I live in Chicago. Yeah, it sucks, man. Millar Miller, MIP candidate. I don't know if he qualifies. I really don't know. And Clown doesn't know the difference between a fade and a taper. Most people, unless you actually get it, most people don't, and it's crazy. Reginald Short says, I don't want to hear Troy Brown Jr.'s name when AC and LB come back. You probably won't. It's going to be, we're going to play really, really small. Well, not when Patrick Williams comes back as well. We'll see. Jonathan Lowe says, Matt Nagy was lucky that we didn't have a live stream last year. Can't wait for the Bears channel. Oh, God. I feel like that's going to be Petty Roosevelt's channel in many ways. JoJo, ESPN commentary always sounds like they don't know basketball, like they're reading it off of they're notoriously bad, especially if it's Van Gundy. Like you would think as long as he was a coach, he would be more intelligent in how he talks about basketball. This is a nice one. Jay Green reminds me of Brewer cutting to the paint. Yes, especially that baseline cut. Like Ronnie Brewer used to love that baseline cut to the rim, and we're seeing Javonte Green like that as well. It sucks they do the Caruso and Ball getting injured. They aren't even a defensive player of the year conversations. Yeah, I mean, it happens, unfortunately. It kind of is what it is there. Don't forget, guys, let me know when the game's back on. A Biggie Bagel for I hate that shit. They need to figure something else different. Kobe for most improved? I don't know. Between him missing a lot of time with the injury, missing time with COVID, starting off the season slow, having a down stretch in there, I don't know if that happens. But then again, I don't really know. Been having paying attention to like most improved player of the year conversations in general. I don't know. Ronnie Brewer entered the discussion. You also, oh yes, Bulls fans for life. Like I've literally, like my life is the Chicago Bulls. So yeah, I can pull out some stuff, some off the wall stuff back to when Eddie Curry was playing. I remember the time that Eddie Curry had, it was like a 25-12 game, and you could not tell. And at that time it was forums. It wasn't even Reddit. I don't know what Chicago Bulls forum I was on. And you couldn't tell any Bulls fan that he wasn't the next Shaq. And it was like, but look at his footwork. His footwork sucks. But anyway, I'm sorry. That's Bulls fan PTSD. You almost sent me down. Haize, I'm so happy to hear good news about Zach's knee. Sounds like he'll be able to push through the rest of the season. Also good to hear that Caruso is 1 or 2 weeks away from shooting. Yep. If he's 1 or 2 weeks away from shooting and dribbling, they said, I would say they're probably going to give him a week or two after that to really kind of look to how his wrist responds. But I think we're quick. We can easily say by this time next month, Caruso should be back. If not a week, like in 2 to 3 weeks, Caruso should be back. We roast some players tonight after the show. You know we do. Haize, I forgot to ask you thoughts on the Super Bowl halftime show. Amazing. Everything that I wanted it to be. Every single thing that I wanted it to be. So yeah. Let's just say I don't have League Pass or cable, and sometimes I get stuck watching the other team's commentators. Definitely makes me appreciate Stacey King even more, for sure. Yeah, I mean the Kings team can definitely, especially like Sabonis and De'Aaron Fox. Maybe like as much as it sucks that they traded Halliburton, is that the sum of them together, especially in what their pick and roll can be like, they may be a playing team this year. Come on, it's Michael Jordan easily. Like Michael Jordan easily. And who's my favorite Bull of all time? Not Michael Jordan, is Joakim Noah. I'm also a big Baron. Listen, I know people are going to kill me on this. I'm actually a big Baron Davis fan. Like I love Baron Davis. A young Baron Davis was such, like he was like the prototype of a Derrick Rose when he was young, before that knee injury. And like Baron Davis, they used to call him the bodyguard because like he was amazing. And then that knee injury happened, and then I love to see him. He worked himself back. That Golden State Warriors team, I was a huge Baron Davis was probably one of the first players that I got to watch from college on to the NBA. and I remember their whole career. So yeah. Oh, getting game back on, game back on. Um, Gabby, all black people do not look alike. I don't look anything like Baron Davis. Nothing. We're not even the same complexion. What are you smoking, Gabby? Listen, that's racist. All black people don't look alike. All black people don't look alike. But all right, I am going to go back to the game. I'll see you guys after during the post game show. Love you guys.